me, Miss Booksy, and it's story time here at Cool School. Hi, Eleanor.
Hi, Miss Booksy.
Are you ready for a new story?
Oh, yeah!
Oh my gosh, we're almost late for story time in that Samuel Lemon.
I love story time.
Oh yeah, me too. I hope it's a robot story.
Robot story. I love robot stories.
Okay. Is everyone ready to read Sleeping Beauty?
Oh,
Once upon a time, there was...
Sleeping Beauty?
Miss Booksy, I have a question.
Harry has a question.
Are there robots in Sleeping Beauty?
No.
There are no robots in Sleeping Beauty.
I heard. It's okay. I'm sure it's a very nice story anyway. You go right ahead.
Of course there are no robots. It's an amazing story about taking a huge nap. And then, when you wake up, finding true love in spite of an evil witch fairy.
Really?
Well, that could have been an evil robot, but it's okay. Go ahead, Miss Betsy. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks, Miles.
You're welcome.
Here we go again. Sleeping Beauty. Once upon a time, a beautiful little baby princess was...
Oh, can we be in the story? Is there a good part I could play?
Oh, me too.
Oh, yeah, let's be
If there are
yeah.
any parts being handed out, I know a young thespian who would relish the opportunity to perform.
Relish?
Let's be something?
What?
Sure, guys. There are some great parts you can play. Miles, you can be a fairy.
Oh, well, I don't know.
How about being the king?
King? Yeah, that you're talking.
Since you're the king, can you also be a nice fairy?
Oh, yeah, okay, fine, as long as I'm the king.
Well, I don't care what I am. No, I totally do. Can I be the prince? There's always a prince.
Well, you're right. There is a prince, and you're him. Or he's you. Or something.
Awesome!
And Eleanor, I'm thinking you can be the evil fairy.
Oh, perfect. Watch out, guys.
I think you might be too nice to be an evil fairy.
Oh, you'll see.
Okay, Sleeping Beauty, take 2. Once upon a time, a beautiful little baby princess was born in a magical kingdom. The king and queen invited the 7 fairies. You know, the magic fairies who come to bless the little babies.
Fairy, is that me?
Nope, not yet. Just a sec.
Okay.
Miles, it's your turn.
Oh, here I am. Well, the wings are actually pretty cool.
Anywho, so all the fairies were invited. Well, all except for one fairy who hadn't responded to any invitations recently. I mean, that fairy never shows up, so why even bother inviting her? That turned out to be a bad idea. Well, the uninvited fairy, Eleanor, you're the unhappy fairy. So, she found out about the blessing party and got super annoyed that she wasn't invited. So she crashed the party. Not only did she crash it, she showed up really late, right in the middle of the king's flute solo. And instead of a blessing, she had put a curse on the baby.
Toil and trouble, my curse upon you shall bubble! Instead of growing up to be something special and having fame that will linger, you will touch a spindle and get pricked on the finger. And then you will sleep for 100 years in a big snoring heap. And if you're lucky, a prince will wake you and you'll think he's neat. Oh, I almost forgot this. To totally 100% break the spell, the prince has to give you a kiss. Mwah!
As you can see, it was a pretty evil curse. The princess would get pricked by a spindle. Ouch! And sleep for 100 years? And after all that time, she could only be awoken by a prince who kisses her? Ugh, 100 years of sleeping and there's still a catch. Ugh. The king was like,
To avoid that mean fairy curse, there shall be no spindles allowed in this kingdom.
so the little princess grew up into me! So I'm chilling. No spindles around. I wouldn't even know one if I saw one. Seriously, what's a spindle? This This turned out to be a problem because there was one little old spinster who didn't get the memo.
I didn't know. Nobody told me.
One day, I saw her spinning away, making the most beautiful thread for the most beautiful gown. I asked her, "Hey, could I try your cool spinning machine thingy?" And as fate would have it, I pricked my finger. Uh-oh. I think that's a spindle. Ooh.
Oh dear, that's not good.
My parents were devastated. Rather than have life go on for the 100 years while I was sleeping, they asked one of the nice fairies to put a sleeping spell on the whole castle so we could all wake up together. Miles, that's you again.
If a prince doesn't kiss her, we're going to be weepy. But for the next 100 years, we're going to be sleepy. Nighty night. Oh, don't touch that dial. Click right here for part 2.
So, oh boy, I mean, 100 years is an awful long time to sleep.